Truth Man here in the channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So, shoot, I came down too far. So what I want to talk to y'all about is job hunting and getting money in general. Where when you going through your rough time, your dry patch especially, you got to be willing to work those low paying jobs to have some money in your pocket, and you just adjust your finances accordingly until you can get back on your feet. Don't remember what we do. No matrix rule. You don't care what people think. All you care about is getting your money, getting you some money. You say, but that ain't enough to pay my bills. Okay, so if it's not enough to pay your bills, then still you should be the type to pay some bill and do something according to what you have. If it's not enough to pay your bills, then pay your main bills or chip away at your bills with it. But you can't have zero motion, man. I don't care if you're making $11 an hour. It's better than $0 per hour. If y'all get my drift. $11 an hour is a little motion. $0 an hour is zero motion. That's when you're gonna be getting into it with people. You get to doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. We talked about motion. That's the new slang term for having things going. People are saying having your S together and motion. That's what they saying. Excuse me if I got something on my face. But it's better than nothing. I don't care if you only cleaning a building 4 hours a day. There's still $60. If you make 15, it's still $60. $60. You do it 5 or 6 days, that $300, that's a little motion. You know, you got a little something. You know, take $40 down to the casino, see what can happen. You could liable. See, that's why it don't make sense for people to have their mouth on people, because a person can pass you up with a lottery ticket and you running your mouth, they won't want to give you nothing. You think because you their sister or their brother or their cousin, you running your mouth, you being disrespectful, they ain't gonna want to give you nothing. They've been a hit Powerball, and you gotta sit there and watch them shine, watch them enjoy life, because you couldn't keep your mouth shut. And another reason you should keep your mouth shut is because it might be them today, but it could be you tomorrow. It could be you tomorrow. So, it's a couple content creators. I noticed that their views are way down. Need to get off that talking down on people. Because your views, that is drastic. This particular person used to have 20,000 views in like 2 days. I saw some of their videos, 2,000, 2,600. I'm like, man, he need to be quiet. Go back to what he been doing to get himself to this point. So, job hunt. Okay, when you job hunt, you go for you do a mixture. You go for the really good jobs that they might try to say you're not qualified for, depending on the experience, what they say in the experience. You go for the jobs. You go for the jobs that are in demand, like don't nobody want. You go for the jobs that's in demand that don't nobody want. the low paying jobs like McDonald's. McDonald's pay $14.50. You can get that McDonald's easy. Like you go on there, you apply, you have a good interview. Think about it. That $14.50, that's a little motion. That'll get you, like you getting paid every 2 weeks, and you tell them, well, I'm gonna work 40 hours a week. That 80, that's 14 times 80. 14 times 80. Let me see. Take off the 50 for taxes. 14 times 80 is you grossing $11.20. You gonna look, man. You gonna get a decent. You gonna get about 800. That's 1,600. That's 1,600. You know, it's not a lot a month, but you can do some things with 1,600. Okay, let's talk about 1,600. You know that you're gonna have to put up half your rent. Your rent, if you only making 1,600, then you need to be living with somebody, or you need to have a roommate. If you don't, just like half of it, you making 800 every 2 weeks. You got to put up, like, even if you paying 1,000, like you gonna have to downgrade. Most cities you paying 1,000 or less, other than Oklahoma and a few other cities, that's gonna get you in the hood. Most of them gonna be about 1,200, 1,400 to be in a somewhat decent area. Like I pay $14.60 for rent. My rent is already paid. But hopefully, I don't like paying it this early, because then that's when they start making mistakes, and I'm gonna stand on them too. But if you making that, let's say you live at home with your moms, you be like, I gotta save 500 4 times. That's 2 months. That'll get you a place of your own. Really, I wouldn't be, if you get along with your mama, I wouldn't be in no hurry. I'd be kicking her about 150 every 2 weeks, 200. I bet you she won't be tripping either. She tried not to take it. You just be like, take it. Take it. You might as well take it. And then you just, kind of try to get your furniture money, your TV money, your first month rent after you move in. So if you could stay there like 4 months, 5 months, you can stand 5 months, and you cracking 500 every 2 for 5 months. That's $5,000, and that'll get you your first month rent. That'll get you in the dough. And you'll have money left. I'm telling you, man, I don't care what nobody say, man. I'm not compound interest and all this other stuff. Yeah, I know about all that. But ain't nothing gonna work like just old-fashioned saving your money and building income. You say, well, you just putting it in the bank for nothing. No, if you got incomes and you building incomes, your money's still gonna grow the same. Like it's gonna grow. Like you get your incomes up to 5. Let's say you have 5 incomes where you could save 500 a week, even a week. That's 2,500 a week. 10 weeks, that's 25,000. That's over $100,000. That's like $150,000 that you would have in 1 year's time. Yeah, I don't know about you, but 150 cash, you ain't struggling. Not where I live, not in Milwaukee, you ain't. And you got 150 in cash, you pretty much can buy anything here. You can get you a mortgage on the house. Shoot, some areas you might even be able to buy a house if you lowballing. Be like, all I got is a I'll give you $90,000. Or you put $90,000 down on a house that's $120 and you practically paying $300 a month. So, but you gotta get in the game though. You gotta get some motion. You gotta get some movement. You gotta get some progress. Instead of just sitting there, woe is me, you all quiet and stuff. You avoid people. You don't wanna, I'm not in the mood. Get in the mood. There's something about money. Money is positive. Here comes that cough. I get this cough when it's cold, when my sinus is acting up. Or like when you, I don't know, it'll go away. It always do. Probably in a day. Or it could be I'm not drinking enough fluids. My mouth do feel dry. Pause. But you gotta get something going, man. Go to Burger King, go to Taco Bell. You might have to work with some scallywags for a couple months. Then you could until you just move back up into the position or the business that you want. Remember, we got to stop letting these people get to it. We know they dumb. We know they evil. We know they start stuff. But we got to stop letting them get to us and start just handling our business, whatever that may be. But anyway, y'all stay tuned for Sunday, Friday Night Fun. We do have a Sunday sermon live. Them the two lives I do a week right now is Friday and Sunday. So make sure y'all in there. Keep clicking on it, looking for it. It's going to be around 9:30-ish. We'll say 9:30-ish because y'all know sometimes I'll be running late. And believe it or not, a couple times I've been early. So just be looking for it around that time. If you woke, come on in there. Thanks for watching.